Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 97, and today I have some pay dirt from a company called Bering Gold Pans on cougarrock.com. Now, this pay dirt was sent to me by my friend Paul over in New York, and you might remember Paul from the Gold and Diamonds in the Sidewalks of Manhattan video, where me and my daughter went over to New York City, we scraped the sidewalks, and we found grams and grams of gold, all kinds of gemstones and all that stuff. I'll link that video up here if you guys want to see it, but I digress. So on the website for the Bering Gold Pans pay dirt on cougarrock.com, you can see the product page right here. $19.99. First thing I'm looking for, as always, whenever buying any pay dirt product, is a guaranteed minimum amount of gold. But as you can see right here, it just says gold in every sample. There's no minimum amount. So that, of course, is the biggest red flag whenever buying any pay dirt from anyone ever. Of course, we all know that you can't buy these things and expect to make a profit. These things are not for profit. They're just for fun. They're like a training tool. If you live in a state where you can't go panning for gold for yourself, you can always buy this stuff online and pan it at home. And that's what these videos are all about. You know, if you guys want to buy gold pay dirt, hopefully these videos give you a little bit of information on what to buy and what to not buy. So anyway, let's take this pay dirt down to the panning station. We'll rip it open and we'll take a look at it in the pan. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and rip this open. Now, I'm expecting to see a lot of garnets in here. They say it's a crimson red pay dirt. So this should be interesting. Let's pour it out and get a closer look. All right, well, it doesn't look very red to me. I do see possible garnets and stuff in there. A lot of times garnets become more red once they get wet. So we'll classify this down and we'll take a closer look at it. Okay, I'm actually going to use a 20 mesh classifier because this stuff is already extremely fine. There's only a couple big pebbles in there. Even the 20 mesh didn't really classify a lot out. We're gonna have to go to 40 mesh to get a better classification, and it's gonna have to be wet because this pan is already wet. All right, we have this classified to 40 mesh, and we have some wet material here that we're gonna pan out separately. So there's a lot of magnetic material in this pay dirt, making it extremely heavy, making it very difficult to extract the gold. So what we're going to do first is remove the magnetic material. There's a lot of garnets in here too, which are not magnetic but are still heavy. I mean, there is a good amount. Surprisingly, there isn't a lot of magnetic material in here. Just a little bit. Now we can check the plus 40 for magnetics, but it's not really necessary to remove them because it's easier to pan the bigger stuff out. Yeah, there's really nothing in there. If you look closely, you can see the little red garnets in there. Okay, here we have our plus and minus 40 mesh with most of the magnetics removed. But first, this stuff here that was kind of stuck to the pan, I want to try a new process to remove the magnetic material. Al Dampier from placertools.com sent me one of these, and along with one of his damn gold pans, or best damn gold pan. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. You can see it is magnetic. It's basically a floating magnet. So we're going to put some water in the pan here. That should be enough. And we'll add the floating magnet. I mean, it picked up a little bit, but there wasn't really much magnetic material in here to begin with. But that's a pretty nifty invention there, Al. Thanks a lot for sending that to me, and if you guys are interested in anything from Placer Tools, Al is also a major credit Patreon supporter, so thanks a lot, man. And definitely check out placertools.com for some really interesting mining tools. So let's pan everything out. So we'll bring over Crusty Rusty. We'll add some water and some jet dry. The jet dry is just a surfactant that breaks the surface tension of the water so the small gold can't float away. And we'll start off with this already wet material just to see if we got any gold. It'll give us a good idea of how much gold we're actually going to find in here, because there is no guaranteed minimum amount. So I want to be extremely careful when panning this stuff out, because this stuff is really heavy and the gold is going to want to move with this heavy material. So we have to go really slow. I don't even know if I should be panning it off, honestly. I should probably just pan it back to see if there's any gold in it. Yeah, you can really see that it's red now. All those small garnets. This stuff is found at the shore of the Bering Sea in western Alaska, and as the ocean comes in, it kind of does what I'm doing in the pan here. It washes back the light stuff and leaves all the heavy stuff, including the gold, behind, and it leaves these red streaks on the beach, and that's how they go out and harvest this stuff. I don't see any gold yet though. Okay, I do see I see one little piece, one little crumb of gold so far. So as I see these little pieces, I'm gonna grab them with the snuffer bottle, just to make life a lot easier. Extremely fine, really hard to pan out. So if you want to challenge, this is the stuff. Yeah, it's starting to come through. It's all that really, really fine gold. We might have bigger gold up here. You can see right in this corner there's some really fine gold. And then over here there's a nice piece. So we're getting there. All right, the gold is being revealed. And yeah, we got a lot of flour gold. That's all gold right there. Now I'm sure I missed some gold in here, so I'm gonna pan this as many times as it takes until there's no more gold coming down. All right, next we have the plus 40 material. I'll pan about half of it out. Should be a lot easier to pan than the extremely fine stuff. All right, now let's pan this back. If we get any gold in here, then that would be awesome, because it's gonna be big gold. Yeah, I do see some nice gold in there. Look at that. We've got two really nice flakes there, and a small flake right there too. All right, let's do the other half and see what we got here. Okay, let's hope for two more pickers like we just found. Dude, that's not bad at all. And this one here's a picker. That one is absolutely a picker. Okay, next we have this extremely fine stuff here. Now we have two choices. We can either pan this out spoonful at a time, or we could run it through the recirculating sluice box, which will cut that time down to minutes instead of an hour. So the first thing we want to do before we run it through the sluice box is we want to add water to this, because if you don't, there's a chance that that gold can float away. Let's mix that in. See gold collecting already. Right in there you can just see some flour gold just building up right in there. We still have a good amount to go. As I'm washing this pan into the sluice box, you can actually see the flour gold left behind right there. Alright, we got our concentrates in a pan here. Let's pan it back and see what we got. Alright, yeah, I'm seeing lots of fine flour gold. This is going to be difficult, even this small amount. This pay dirt is extremely difficult, guys. If you're a beginner, get something else. This is like a 9 out of 10 difficulty, I would say. The best way to do this is grab the gold as you see it. So you have to kind of throw it back and tap it back up like that. I'm going to finish cleaning this up and I'll show you guys all the gold. All right, so just by looking at it, for $20, you got big gold, you got flakes, and you got lots of fine gold. It'll definitely keep you busy. It'll keep you occupied for at least an hour. Even if you have a recirculating sluice box, it's going to take a while. All right, 0.257 grams. We'll call it 24 karat gold, even though I know that Alaskan gold is usually somewhere between like 14 and 18 karat. We'll call it 24 karat purity because you can resell natural placer gold like this back to paydirt vendors like myself. If you guys are interested in selling me some gold, definitely check kleshcrumbs.com, click the sell your gold button, and you can sell me some gold. But as you can see here, that's more than 50% return. It's a lot of fun. You'll definitely spend a lot of time on this pay dirt, especially if you don't have a recirculating sluice system like I have. This is totally worth the money if you ask me. 50% plus return on investment, very good. Not only that, but you're also getting big pieces of gold. You're getting medium gold, you're getting really small gold. However, I don't think this is for beginners. This is more for experts. This is for challenging yourself, doing a little bit at a time. If you wanted to, this bag could last you an entire week. Just do one spoonful at a time for, it could last you a month, really. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. I put out at least one new video every week. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that haven't left, so thanks so much. And also big thanks to all my Major Credit Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling right there. And also, if you enjoyed this video, you're really gonna like the other ones linked here, so definitely check those out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.